Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Howard Dalton. I'm chairman of the Ascension Parish Board of Adjustments. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We'll commence with roll call of members. Mr. Brad Walker, Vice Chairman.
Present.
Ms. Kathy Desideer.
Present.
Mr. Jim Cecil is absent. Mr. William Leahy.
Present.
Mr. Tyler Goo.
Present.
And Ms. Adrian Conish is also absent. We'll move on to the public comment period. This is an opportunity where members of the public can speak regarding the operation of this board. This is not a point in time where anyone that's coming before the board tonight for a variance would speak. Does anyone wish to speak during the public comment period? There appearing to be none, we'll move on to the acceptance of the minutes of August 25th, 2009.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Brad Walker, seconded by Mr. William Lee, to accept the minutes as written. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Minutes are accepted. Moving along, acceptance of the written decision
So moved.
for August
Second.
25th.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr., did you do that, Bill?
No, I did.
Tyler Goo, seconded by Mr. Brad Walker, to accept the written decisions of August 25th. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Written decisions are accepted. Before we go into the actual variances tonight, just a couple ground rules. When you come up, step to the corner of the desk here where the gentleman is seated and sign in so we have a record of who you are. Approach the podium, state the name and the reason for your variance request. Specifically, we're looking for a hardship or something of that nature. Having said that, you'll also have about 3 minutes to speak, and if there's anyone that wishes to speak against it, they'll get 3 minutes, and then the requester will get an additional 3 minutes to speak again. So our first item is zoning review ID 2030, Lot A2 for John A. Trulos Jr. Is anyone here to speak for that? Sir, if you'd step up, sign your name, and speak about your variance, please.
My name is John Tullis Jr.
Sir, I don't believe you're close enough to the mic. Maybe you can raise it up a little bit.
My name is John Tullis Jr. I live at on Caesar Road. Proposing to put a 32 by 30 by 12 prefab building on the back corner of my property. Want to put it 8 foot inside the back of my property line, which will prevent me from cutting the tree down that I would like to leave.
Sir, I looked at your application, and I'm not sure in our packet which lot of this plat map is yours. Can you tell me what the lot number is, please, sir? Just so we know.
It's A2.
A2. Thank you, sir. Well, and your unique circumstances or hardship is exactly what?
I have a tree that prevents me from, I'm understanding that the code is 20 foot from the back of the property. And if I go 20 foot from the back of the property, that's going to put the corner of my building up in the tree. And I'm trying to prevent from cutting the tree down. I'd like to leave the tree if possible.
Okay. Do the board members have any questions of this applicant?
What's behind your property behind this shed? Like the 8-foot border, what's behind that?
A chain link fence about a 6-foot fence
Okay.
on the property
And then
line.
another house behind that?
Yes, a trailer back there on my neighbor's property on the backside. They have a trailer on their property.
The tree is how far from the property line?
Probably approximately around 40 feet.
And what type of tree is it?
It's an oak tree.
Okay.
On the drawing that we have in the packet, it shows 32 feet by 30 feet. The 32 feet going parallel with the back of the property line.
Right.
Would it be possible to maybe turn the building to where the 30-foot side of the building would be parallel with the rear property line?
The way it's fab for the roll-up doors, the roll-up doors is on the 32-foot side. They have the doors facing the road.
And the shop is how tall?
The walls on the front side on the 32-foot side is 12 foot. It's 3-on-12 pitch.
And the purpose of the shop is, or do you do a business out of it, or?
Put my boats in. I have a show truck. They don't want to move where I currently have it into the shop, and a place for me to work on my boats, work on my hobbies.
Any other questions by board members?
I got one letter here from Paula Zing. I'm assuming she's a neighbor. We have a
Excuse me?
letter also in the packet from Miss Paula Zing. I'm assuming that's a neighbor,
That's
correct?
Ms. Paul and Casey Singh live directly behind me.
Oh, okay.
And
How do your other neighbors feel about the building? Have you talked with them? or
Yeah,
anything?
I have the letter that I turned into Lance, which all my neighbors adjacent to my property, and that's connecting to my property, and Paula Singh and Casey Singh that behind me. They wrote the letter understanding what I'm doing, and all my neighbors they signed the paper with my proposal on what I'm doing. They all know what's going on.
You said Lance has that letter?
Yes.
I have a letter from the neighbor behind him, and all adjacent property owners were notified of the hearing.
Okay.
If there are no other things by board members, can we open the public hearing?
I move we open the public hearing.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to open the public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to speak for or against this variance request? There appearing to be none, can we close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to close the public hearing. Obviously, there's no need for additional comments or rebuttals from the applicants. Are there any other additional comments, concerns, or questions by board members? There appearing to be none, can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the variance as written with the stipulation that it's not being used for a business.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion by Mr. Tyler Goo to accept as written with stipulation. Second by Ms. Kathy Desideer. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, like sign. Sir, your variance request is granted.
Thank you.
That ends our new business. Under old business, we have an item from the last meeting, zone review 2025, Lot C for Helen P. Gregory, located on the north side of LA Highway 937, approximately 1,300 feet east of LA 936. Sir, state your name and your hardship, please.
Okay. My name is Quint Quintmall, representing W.J. Quintmall Surveyors, asking for approval for a variance for the Helen P. Gregoire property. We have this property designated for a family partition. Due to the exact acreage of 1.5, creating a half acre in the lot in the front, due to the location of the existing mobile home, we would like to include the area of the right-of-way of Louisiana Highway 937 into the calculations of Lot C1 to meet its half-acre requirement, as per the Planning Commission requirements of a half acre for a family partition. So essentially, we're requesting variance to include the area of the right-of-way in the calculations of Lot C1 to create a half-acre lot. We also have on here to meet the sideline requirements in Zone R for the existing mobile home on Lot C2.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the real hardship here is that you're doing a family partition.
Correct, in the location of the mobile home. If we extended that lot back and didn't use the calculations of the right-of-way, then the line would fall through the mobile home.
The board members have any questions of this applicant?
Yeah, y'all shrinking this lot?
No, this was a 1.5 acre lot. We're creating a half acre in the front and 1 acre in the back. It's the exact same acreage as it was before.
Like, for example, on the lot page you got the existing fence. That fence is no longer in this lot? Is that what it's looking like?
Just the fence doesn't run the property line.
You what now?
The fence doesn't run the property line. That's all family property. Had a fenced in for cattle or horses or whatnot.
So the dash line where you say existing 20-foot servitude of passage,
Mm-hmm.
that's not an existing lot line? That's on that side right
The
there?
dark line is, yes. As you notice, none of the fences follow the property line, which is not an unusual circumstance in my line of work.
Any other questions from board members? There appearing to be none, can we open the public hearing?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to open the public hearing. There doesn't appear to be anyone else in the audience, so can we close the public hearing?
So moved.
Do the board members have any additional comments, concerns, or questions? If not, can I have a motion?
I'm going to move that we approve as written in order to satisfy the needs of the family partition and to keep this as close in line as we possibly can.
Second.
We have a motion by Ms. Kathy Desideer to accept as written, seconded by Mr. Tyler Goo. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Sir, your motion is granted.
Thank you. You have a good evening.
There does not appear to be any more business to be brought before this board tonight. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
I second it.
We have a motion, Mr. Tyler Goose, second, Ms. Kathy Desideer to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. This meeting is adjourned.